Ellis, Noto, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Russ?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks so much for coming on here. And just thought I'd start off with maybe asking you what got you into recruiting? What was the inspiration? What were you doing before? And we can kind of go from there.
Yeah, that's a great question, Russ. I'm so glad you asked. So I spent 10 years in the recruiting space with the military, actually, and I wanted to start looking at those career options for when I retire, that eventual retirement, that post-military life. I stumbled upon Recruitemy one night on YouTube. I think I saw one of your videos and I was really hooked right from there.
Awesome. Awesome. So I know we've been working together now for a few months, and
Yeah.
the niche that you're in, describe which niche you decided to go into.
Yeah. So I work in the legal space, so attorneys, paralegals, because I realized that here in my own, local market, there really is not a recruiting firm that does just that niche. So I wanted to get on the ground floor and work in that role.
That's awesome. Like, what were your fears, starting your recruiting company on your own? Like, maybe what kept you up at night? I know there's different things that people face before they do it, but what were your fears essentially?
It, it was definitely definitely a challenge transitioning from recruiting or in-house recruiting essentially to external recruiting, not knowing some of the strategies that you use as an external recruiter versus internal, having to not only find the candidate, but also find the client. So there was definitely, I knew there was a road out there, but I was trying to find how that road worked on the map. And it's definitely daunting. It's definitely daunting doing that by yourself. And like I mentioned, obviously I found you on YouTube as I was doing my research, and your lesson plans, they were different. The material that you were giving out for free was different from what you see from all these other recruiters out there on the YouTube. Because there's suffice to say there's a lot of people on the internet who are offering coaching for recruiters, people who want to become recruiters, but they all have a similar tone, a similar lesson plan, whereas you had an organic, different approach, which I really have come to really enjoy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I enjoy working with you every week. And I mean, you've been a shining star in our membership group too, on the group calls and everything. Have you enjoyed the collaboration there with everybody?
It's so great because instead of me just, and nothing against, you, because obviously you're a great instructor, but you've done this for 20 years, right? So it's great to have not only your lessons, but also the perspective of individuals from all over the country, including actually someone here in my own state who are also trying to start their own recruiting agency, and understanding that even though we're all operating in different niches and different spaces, we have kind of some of the same challenges, right? So learning from not only you, but others that are in my same position is great. It has been so insightful and truly helpful.
That's awesome. I would agree. I love the membership base, and they help me in so many ways too.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, when you started, how strong was your sales background? Would you say, like, a scale from 1 to 10?
It's difficult because, again, obviously spent 10 years in the recruiting space as in-house. I'm decent in closing, and I have a background in closing and things like that, but it's so different when you're working with clients versus candidates. So working with clients or working with candidates, I really had a strong background, but as far as clients go, I had almost no background.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've got an ample amount of tools and resources at your fingertips when you hook that client and have to navigate that from start to close?
Yeah, through Recruitemy and through Leadcast and the forums and all of these proprietary systems that Recruitemy offers, I definitely feel that I have not only the tools I need to survive, but the tools I need to succeed, to exceed even my own goals for myself. And looking at the membership and the other individuals in the Recruitemy program, I see that it's not just me who's having success; it's everyone.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to kind of wrap it up. I've been so impressed with your creativity behind our video marketing outreach strategy that we use. I just feel like you've taken that and run with it in a direction that some members haven't. I mean, you shared today on our group huddle, our membership huddle, what you're doing, but talk about the video outreach strategy. Has that been good for you? Do you like doing it? What are your thoughts behind that?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely love the video strategy that you have introduced, and I'll share with you. I've been doing something similar with my former role. I don't like talking in front of large crowds. I've never really liked that. In recruiting, that's something you sometimes have to do. So a decade ago, I started making, videos and kind of doing social media stuff like that. But your technique, your proprietary technique through Recruitemy of getting those videos out there to these leads versus cold calling is incredible. I can't tell you how many candidates and clients I've heard from that. They call me back just because, like, wow, that's really cool. No one's done that before. And it gets that is such an entry vehicle into a conversation. And it's such an incredible business development strategy.
That's awesome, Ellis. Thank you so much. If there's anything else you wanted to add, now's the time. If not, I want to add that I really enjoy working with you. You've been an incredible student, if you want to say that. I developed a friendship with you, and I am 1000% committed to your success here.
And Russ, you say that, and everyone can say that, but you back it up. I mean, I know how many times I've texted you early morning, late at night. Hey, what do you think about this? What's your thoughts? What's your feedback? And it goes to show the family environment that Recruitemy truly is. You not only say it, you embody it in everything you do. And it's the reason that I'm hooked for life on Recruitemy.
Thank you, Ellis. The best is yet to come. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Russ.